covers.
I'm gonna pause gun 1 just to conserve ammo, pilot.
Thank you.
America's new AC-130J Ghost Rider gunship is a beast.
On cue.
Here we go, 3 for 3! Where's that shot?
Continue on 1.
Brace yourselves. The Air Force's newest gunship is officially on the prowl downrange. The AC-130J Ghost Rider's primary missions are close air support, air interdiction, and armed reconnaissance. Close air support missions include troops in contact, convoy escort, and point air defense. Air interdiction missions are conducted against pre-planned targets or targets of opportunity and include strike coordination and reconnaissance and overwatch mission sets. The AC-130J provides ground forces an expeditionary, direct-fire platform that is persistent, ideally suited for urban operations, and delivers precision, low-yield munitions against ground targets. The AC-130J is the fifth-generation gunship replacing the aging fleet of AC-130U and AC-130W gunships. AC-130 gunships have an extensive combat history dating back to Vietnam, where gunships destroyed more than 10,000 trucks and were credited with many life-saving close air support missions. Over the past 4 decades, AC-130s have deployed constantly to hot spots throughout the world in support of special operations and conventional forces. In South America, Africa, Europe, and throughout the Middle East, gunships have significantly contributed to mission success. The U.S. Air Force's new AC-130J Ghost Riders have been flying combat missions in Afghanistan since June 2019. The gunships took over from AC-130U Spooky that had been supporting the United States, Coalition Special Operations Forces, and their Afghan partners in that country. Those Spooky gunships have now returned to the United States, marking the last scheduled combat deployment ever for that version of the AC-130. Northwest Florida Daily News had been the first to report on June 28, 2019, that the AC-130J had flown its first-ever combat mission in Afghanistan. This detail had emerged during a change of command ceremony at Hurlburt Field in Florida, during which U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General James Slife took charge of the Air Force Special Operations Command from Lieutenant General Brad Webb. The Ghost Rider's first combat sortie had taken place just days before, according to the story. We are pleased to announce the AC-130J has deployed in support of combat operations overseas, U.S. Air Force Captain Kiwi Rake, an Air Force Special Operations Command spokesperson. The Air Force declared that the AC-130J had reached initial operational capability in late 2017 with the 73rd Special Operations Squadron at Hurlburt Field, becoming the first operational unit to fly the aircraft in 2018. The 73rd is the squadron presently flying the Ghost Riders over Afghanistan. AC-130